It's kind of cutting edge.
Yeah, yeah. So now give us, you've talked about the five main tenets of the book, the five main points in the book, which I think are all absolutely fantastic. So give us a feel, for the book. In other words, how they would do maybe a 15-second commercial or a 30-second commercial about what if the book was being made into a movie.
All right.
What would give us the trailer of it?
There's a very successful business man, probably about our age, I think. I think you're about the same age I am,
And he drives a BMW,
he's
unlike me.
successful. Well, you're more successful than me. He's more successful than both of us.
Yeah.
I think that's how that goes. I'm just a struggling teacher on. But
I'm just a starving politician.
yeah. So he's very successful in everything. He's running in the high class, and he's got the finest of everything, and everything is going well. He's got a girlfriend, a lady friend, really, and life is good. He's got a secretary that he banters with, and they have a great work relationship. But that world's interrupted by a random anonymous text message that comes in, and that text message is really two words: help me. And from that premise, he tracks down, with help from his lady friend and his secretary, tracks down the origin of that text message, and it really leads him on a journey to a place that he had not been for quite a long time, both physically and spiritually. And it's a place where he has some unfinished business, and there's some things he's locked away that need to be brought out, and he encounters people are praying for him, and that there's a result to that he encounters some things that really cause him to come to a point where he has to make a choice if he's going to be willing to risk really loving, or if he's going to go back to just existing. And he makes a choice, and I think the story wraps up in a positive way. But that's really a choice all of us have to make, I think, and that's what happens to Gerald in the story. His perfectly ordered world is interrupted by something more pressing, something that needs help and needs his attention, and that's kind of the flavor of the story. As I see it.
I like it, and I look forward to finishing the rest of the book. I like books like that, where I'm trying to think of another very well-known author, and I'll think of his name in a minute. He's written about 7,000 books, and he's a best-selling author.
John Grisham?
Yeah.
I read all of his stuff.
Okay, and so here's what I was thinking as I was reading through your book. I thought,
You're thinking, wow, that's not John Grisham?
No. Actually, I thought that your book was in some ways similar to a John Grisham book, because your book has a lot of the similar elements that you would find in a John Grisham book, and I actually thought that for people out there that enjoy John Grisham type books, that they would probably very much enjoy yours.
Well, I appreciate that. That's a high compliment. And I have read all of John Grisham's stuff.
Is he a Christian? I don't, because in his books how there's kind of this common thing where people find redemption in his books.
I don't know how politically correct it will be.
Oh, don't worry about it. This is a politically correct free zone.
I think he is a more liberal Christian than a more conservative Christian. I think he has faith in Jesus Christ, and I don't know him. I don't know him, and just reading his books, I think that. But I think he tends to be a little bit more liberal in some of his, the way his faith plays out is a little bit more liberal than, say, mine would be.
Sure.
But I do think he does have faith in Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I kind of, and I wouldn't know the guy if he walked in right now, but I have read a number of his books, and I'm telling you, and I hope you will take this as a compliment, because I think John Grisham is an amazing author. And so as I was reading through your book, I really did kind of get a John Grisham-esque flavor from your writing. I really did, and I want you to take that as a compliment, because I'm a big fan of John. If you go into my home right now, you'll find a number of John Grisham books that I've read over the years, and I hope you take that as a high compliment.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I do. That meant a lot. That's high praise.
Yeah. So now we're about to wrap up here, and I think there was some.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to some of my union folks, because I think they're listening.
But I don't know. Is it legal to do that from a radio station located in downtown Washington? Is it legal to give props to to
I
kids in the
live
union
in
school?
Washington, but I'm a Union Wildcat through and through. Hope that the administrators are listening. But I want to give a shout out to Miss Bailey in room 4, across the way from me in room 3, and all the kids in those 2 rooms, but especially to Hunter and to Devin and to Derek and to John. I told you I'd say names on the radio, and I hope that you got to hear it.
Nice.
I'll be back there shortly, but I look forward to that. But thanks for letting me come on. I appreciate
Hey,
it.
man, it was our pleasure. And, hey, to all of you listening out there, I will tell you, not only is this man a wonderful school teacher, I'll tell you, and I'm just going to say this, to know that there are teachers that hold a biblical Christian worldview in our public schools, and I completely understand that, school is not the place to proselytize people. That is not what I'm advocating. What I am saying is it's just nice to know that there are people with a good conservative Christian worldview that are teaching in our public schools, and thank God, and I don't mean that flippantly, I mean that literally, thank God, in this area, we have a lot of conservative teachers that have just good old-fashioned traditional values and views, and so Bill obviously fits into that category. Not only is he an accomplished and published author, but obviously a very intelligent man, because not only did he come in for an interview, but he brought with him some Hardee's breakfast. I mean, that separates the men from the boys.
If you're going to be a guest, you need to make sure you're a good guest.
That's right, that's right. So,
Don't
hey,
forget to tell them where to get the book now. Amazon.com on Thursday to be released. Amazon.com and my website, www.billthomas.com and whitefeatherpress.com. All of them will have it. And I appreciate the friends that came in today with me to watch and to help tape this so it can be on the website too. So you can see Brian, Senator Nieves, here on my website.
With my new yellow
with that
sweatshirt.
yellow
Yeah.
shirt that I thought it looked like a banana myself. But I'm just a guy sitting here.
it is
so
kind of a banana color.
it is very bright.
Yeah.
Very bright. But
Well,
thank
good.
you for having me on. I
Hey,
do
our
appreciate
pleasure,
that very
our
much.
pleasure. And give those, so there's 3 .coms
Yep.
starting Thursday. So
Thursday.
we're 48 hours from, I guess, the official launch. Is that what
The
they call
launch
it?
of the book, yeah, the making the book available.
Nice. Okay,
So,
give the 3 .coms again.
You can get it at Amazon.com. Just type in, when you go to Amazon, just type in From the Ashes, Bill Thomas. It'll take you right to there. You can get it at my website, www.billthomaswriting.com. There'll be a link. You can get it there. Or you can go to White Feather Press at www.whitefeatherpress.com. And they'll have it.
Very
You can go to your local bookstore and ask for it, and they'll say what, and then they'll order it for you too.
Good, good. All right. Well, hey, thanks for being in the studio with us, and I look forward to finishing the rest of the book, and I wish you continued success, and who knows, maybe we have visited with one of the next John Grishams of the writing world right here in the Patriot Enclave.
Well, thank you very much, Ron. I appreciate you and Dave, and thank you for having me on today.
All right, thanks. All right, well, we're going to have to take our quarter of the hour break. When we come back, I've got some information that I want to share with you that